All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this episode of Cryptids, Anomalies, and the Paranormal Society's podcast. We really need a shorter name because I'm tired of saying that every time. I'm your host, Barnaby, and I am currently sitting on a log in the middle of the woods with my good friend, Ethan.
Yeah, having a great time.
Well, actually, Ethan is standing about 10 feet away from me, but, we're here. So we are sitting on the top of a ridge overlooking probably about 100 or so foot drop off into this ravine area. And then there's probably about 30 feet behind us, and then there's another drop off ravine back there. So we're out here hunting the big man tonight. And we decided while we're just kind of waiting for it to get dark that we were going to record this week's podcast, right?
Yep. And the whole reason we even came up here was to go visit a store that just opened.
That's right. So today we actually stopped at a really neat store in Rhinelander. And the entire purpose of the store is the Hodag. And this guy, he has got everything that you could possibly need, want, or didn't know that you needed or wanted with the Hodag on it.
He's got bottle openers, lighters, boat key floaties, everything.
T-shirts. Did you
Mugs.
see a snow globe?
Yeah, snow globes,
I didn't see a snow globe.
Christmas ornaments, statues, bumper stickers, frisbees,
Plushies.
a painted saw blade. If you could think of it, he slapped the Hodag on it.
Oh, yeah. Yep. He is a really nice guy, too. And took the time to let us interview him about the Hodag and a little bit about the history and stuff like that. And that'll be coming up on our Rhinelander episode. So you guys can look forward to that towards the end of this year. We're still filming it right now. But, yeah, we just wanted to give him a shout out. And if you're in town, go over there. Also, he's got stuff available on his website. I think it's thehodagstore.com.
I believe it is. I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, if not, if you search it, you'll find it. It's in Rhinelander. It's got to be like the only one out there. So.
Yep, and I also highly recommend the Watermelon Hodag soda by Sprecher. Very worth the $1 it costs.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't have the pleasure of partaking in that, but Ethan has a case of it, so.
Yep, and I should have bought more.
That just gives us another reason to drive up here.
Exactly.
It's a heck with looking for Bigfoot. Let's just go buy watermelon soda.
And knickknacks.
And knickknacks, yep. Well, that's not all. You got, what else did you get? You got the plushie, the soda.
I got a plushie, the soda, lighter.
Oh yeah, a cigarette lighter.
Pen, and then the complimentary Hodag hunting permit with tag.
Yeah, we each got a permit to hunt the Hodag tonight. So, I mean, if we're out here and we happen to catch one of those too, more power to us, I guess. I mean, I got 2 bumper stickers for the van.
Yep.
I got a Christmas tree ornament. And I got a patch. Every zoo and stuff I go to, I grab a patch and a magnet. And our first trip up here, I ended up grabbing a magnet out of the gas station. But now I actually got the patch. And so that's I think that's all I got. And my hunting permit, so.
Yep. Yeah, very, very nice guy, very nice store. It's very clean, well set up. You know, it's not a shady place you go into and think, oh, this guy's probably evading taxes. No, it's nice, clean, great atmosphere. The guy who owns it is extremely friendly, and you can't miss it.
Yeah, he has a old like a taco truck.
Yeah, it's
thing.
like an old step-side van that has all painted Hodag all over it, and it's what he takes to events to set up his booths and everything.
Yep. And he's got big carved Hodags out front, and
Yep, which are also for sale.
Are they?
Yep.
The big totem pole?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. We should buy that.
Pretty sure it was a lot of our price range.
Oh, a lot of things I own are out of my price range. That doesn't stop me.
Yay, debt.
So, speaking of that, we have a GoFundMe. If you would like to finance our road trips to go shopping, apparently. That's not what we use the money for, but
No.
we do have a GoFundMe if you want to help fund our equipment. We got some new equipment, too.
Yep.
We have a new night vision binoculars. So now we got a pair of them. So each team that we send out in the woods and stuff can have them. We have 2 video thermal imagers now. We have a Geiger counter. We have a gas detector, natural gas.
Yep, which
Methane.
actually came in useful the other day for myself because I had a gas leak in my own home. So for the little bit that they cost, go to Menards, wherever, buy one, keep it in your house. You'll never know when you'll need it.
Yeah. Yep. So it's fun having all this random stuff around because it works. I got the decals on the van today, so the van's all set to roll.
Yep, so now we look official and not like we're kidnapping small children.
But we do have candy in the van.
Yep.
Yep, that's a plus.
Yep.
I didn't put it there. Don't blame me. That was Fathom.
And we got a raft today. A
Oh,
little,
yeah!
little rubber raft, so we're going to promptly go drown ourselves.
Yeah, we were deciding if we wanted to cut across the river up here and, just in case. And so we actually bought a 4-person raft, inflatable, for easy transportation through the woods and stuff. So we got that now, too.
Yep, got to practice with it before we use it under pressure, otherwise it's going to be bad.
Oh, yeah.
Get used to the paddling, get used to how currents work and all that, because I haven't been on the water for probably 15 years.
Yeah, no, I have only been on one. I was out in a rowboat once.
Okay, yeah, so we definitely got to take it to a little pond or something and practice, otherwise it's going to be a mess.
We got that slough behind my house.
Yeah.
I've seen people kayak down there. That's nice, narrow. We could try it there.
Okay.
I don't know how to get into it, but...
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of little retention ponds and stuff all around us.
Nah, let's go for the slough.
Just wait till it storms. We'll go down the storm drain system.
Just find a nice deep ditch.
Yep.
Yep.
Actually, there's one by my house, so...
That's good, yeah. It's a lot drier up here now this week, though.
Yeah, it is. It's like down in the low parts, it's pretty wet, but up top here, it's nice and dry.
Yeah. We actually had a footprint casting in here that we did a couple weeks ago, and it didn't dry in time, so we left it thinking we'd come back and grab it, the next weekend. Well, what happened is the water level raised, and it cut off the little land bridge that we were using to get out onto the peninsula where the footprint cast was. So we were unable to retrieve it the last time we were up here. And that's kind of the main reason we got the raft.
But thankfully, the water went down, and we just had to walk across 2 logs.
Yep. So we basically bought a floating raft, decided to risk our lives for a $5 piece of plaster. I really hope you guys appreciate the dedication that we put into hunting these stuff for you, because...
All 6 of you that watch our videos.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we appreciate it. That's not sarcasm. I mean, there's probably 4 people that routinely listen to our podcast every week. One of them's probably your mom.
Yeah.
One of them's Derek. And the other one's probably either like Fathom or, I don't know. Either I accidentally clicked on it probably. So, do you listen to our podcasts?
Sometimes, not all the time. But I mean, it takes time to build up a viewer base anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So
And I think the van's going to help.
Oh, yeah, because people are going to see that and be like, oh, what is that?
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, let's talk about what we did last weekend, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on. All right. Remember, we're sitting out in the middle of the woods right now, so it's starting to get dark. Not quite yet, but... So if you hear, branches cracking and screaming, just, send help.
A week from now, we've already been dead for a week.
Yeah, because you're never going to hear this, because this is going to be some Blair Witch audio tape that they find in the woods years from now. And
So attention emergency medical personnel, when you find this recording, I want to be buried, not cremated.
You will already be buried. You will be just decomposed somewhere in here and digested.
Well, that's what I want. So.
Good. Back to nature. Yeah, so last weekend, we took the van and a couple of our friends' hearses, and we did the Take Back the Avenue cruise in downtown Appleton. And we had the van painted. It's like a military green right now. And
You say had it painted like you actually took it to a professional and had it done and didn't just buy 10 cans of spray paint at Walmart and do it yourself in your driveway on a warm Saturday afternoon.
okay, couple things. One, it wasn't warm. It was like 30 degrees out. I had gloves on when I did it. Two, you even said yourself, it looks better.
It does, but don't try and make these people think that we're actually spending enough money to paint our van.
You were there with me when we bought the van. You've been through the whole process of the van. Would you spend the money to have it painted?
No.
No. All right. Thank you. But
The $40 you spent on spray paint's good enough.
yeah,
Even
from a
that.
distance, it looks pretty slick.
No, from
though.
a distance, it does look nice.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, yeah. So today I actually got the logos put on it. So it actually says Cryptids, Anomalies, Paranormal Society. It's got the website on it, and we're working on our collection of bumper stickers on the one back door. So.
And those were actually professionally done. It's not like drawn on with Sharpie or something.
Oh yeah. We paid to have the. Okay, well let's give another shout out tonight.
Yep, auto trim design.
Auto Trim Designs in Neenah on Lake Street did our graphics, and they turned out great. They were exactly what I wanted. I gave him the logo, and I told Jordan that I just wanted, the website, however, whatever font, however, this is how big it had to be in. And they turned out perfect the way I wanted them, and he got them on in timely manner. I pulled up there today, and, even with all this shutdown stuff still going on, and that they came out and did it in the parking lot and everything, and he's done some great work for me too. When I had the haunted house, he did the two full wraps of the back windows of mine and my mom's car. So, and he's done a couple other little things for the haunted house and stuff too. So,
Yeah, and I've been impressed enough with his work, seeing it on your cars, to take mine down there and say, hey, I need this done now.
yeah. So Auto Trim Designs in Neenah, Wisconsin, on I believe he's on Lake Street. So.
But yeah, you punch it into Facebook, they have a Facebook page, and Google them, all that. They come up.
Yeah, you can see all their work and stuff.
And they do gorgeous work on a lot of higher end, fancy cars, sports cars, stuff
Wraps.
like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I saw a professional, I won't say what it is, but there was a professional pest removal, like bugs, mosquitoes company.
Oh, okay, yep.
And they were pulling that out when I was there, and that looked really nice. And that was the whole bottom side of the pickup, the
Yep.
back window of the pickup, the back door, the nose was all wrapped, and that was really cool looking. So, but he also does like race cars and that, and they do detailing, and I don't know if they do any like touch-up painting or anything, but
I'll find out next week, so.
yeah. Well, good. You let our listeners know. Fathom, your mom.
Yep.
If you listen to this, feel free, shoot us a message. Let us know you're alive. Post a comment. Tell us that you like it. Spam us. I don't know. Let us know that this is...
Yeah, just let us know people are, actually listening or watching our videos, and just, even if it's just, hey, I'm here. That's fine. That's the feedback we need to make sure we're getting out there.
Yeah, and if you're not listening to this, tell us why.
Yeah, if you only made it through a couple minutes and you didn't like it, feel free to tell us what you didn't like so we can adjust and evolve the content so it's what you would be into.
Yeah.
Because you look at stuff like, I'm not going to say names, but the big radio shows on these subjects that have been there forever. Obviously they're doing something right.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we'll continue doing this as long or as little as you want. For us, it started out just as a way to kind of recap the episodes on a kind of more personal level, because there's, you don't, I think people may think that we're not, there's no such thing as a professional cryptozoologist or a professional paranormal investigator.
Mm-hmm.
But we try our best. We're not out
take
here.
it as seriously as we can.
Yeah, we're not out here hollering and, you know,
hitting sticks on trees like you see on every, TV show. Which I think a lot of the fault with the TV shows is because you got a production company that needs to make money.
Yep.
So they have to do what sells, not what works.
Yeah. And even you listen to, here's another shout out. Cliff and Bobo's podcast. It's Bigfoot and Beyond. Definitely give those guys a listen. I love listening to them. I listen to their show every single week. And they have some great guests. If you're interested in the history of Bigfoot, Bigfoot and Beyond, that's an N in the middle. If you listen to the podcast, you'd understand that joke. Yeah. But Bigfoot and Beyond with Cliff and Bobo, they do an awesome job. I mean, and they're really just like, they talk. I mean, it's not like, I don't know, they have nice guests on, and they get into a lot of the history and stuff that people don't know about Bigfoot. You know, they talk to a lot of the researchers and the other, so heard something move, sorry. A lot of the other big names and stuff in Bigfoot that, you probably don't know. I mean, people who know Bigfoot probably think of like Bob Gimlin, Roger Patterson, the guys that originally shot the Patterson-Gimlin film, Patty.
Yep.
That's pretty much everybody's into it for Bigfoot. And then you got like, Cliff, Bobo, Renee, and Matt Moneymaker. And then now you got like anybody that watched Expedition Bigfoot, you got Russell Accord on there. And Russell Accord has been around forever doing Bigfoot and stuff. And I've never heard of him before.
No.
Before finding Bigfoot, Expedition Bigfoot. Before that, I'd never heard of him. But now that I've listened to some interviews and stuff with him, and he's been on a couple other podcasts I listen to. He's been around for quite a while. But it's getting dark in here.
Yeah, it's definitely, the light is starting to definitely go down.
Yep. Sorry again if you... Ooh.
I got enough room to stand up here.
Oh yeah, if you pull that all the way out. Yeah. Again, remember, we're sitting... Well, not in the dark yet. It's getting dark. Sun is about maybe just at the horizon.
Yeah, I wouldn't be reading a book because you wouldn't be able to see the letters.
So if we cut out for a second, I apologize, but maybe take the time and listen, because you might hear something. You never know. So we've never done this before.
No. Usually I'm on the phone sitting in my car and you're wherever you are at home.
Mm-hmm. Or we've recorded a couple in the vehicles, but we've never actually recorded a live investigation out in the woods. So you guys, if anybody that's listening, if you're interested in like watching live stream investigations, let me know. I mean, we're not going to stream 8 hours of sitting out here, because we're out here a long time sometimes.
But if it's like, 30 minutes, 45, an hour or so, if that's something people would actually tune in for, yeah, that's something you could do.
Mm-hmm.
You just dedicate one person to that device, and
yep.
That's their job.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes we're out here 2 people, sometimes we're out here almost 8 people. It just depends.
Mm-hmm.
And, if we need people who can run, climb up stuff, it really depends on who we take out, because...
what we're looking for, too.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's people that, like, like some of our investigators can't go out in the woods at night because it gets too cold. They get pneumonia and they get sick, and, some people aren't capable of climbing up steep embankments and stuff. I mean, that's why it's just me and Ethan today, because we're literally, like I said, we are literally probably 100 feet up.
Yep, and it's a good angle.
It's probably 20?
Yeah.
20 degrees straight down. In some places. I mean, it's not steep all the way, but...
yeah, there's a couple points where you got to slide down.
Mm-hmm. And this forest is so brittle. If you go to grab onto a tree, it just snaps off.
Yep. So someone like your mom would be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, coming up here, yeah. Yep. She came in a couple weeks ago when we were up here. But I think yeah, there you go. Ta-da!
Had to turn on our IR lights now.
Yep, starting to get dark. I want to get my thermal out too before I forget, and I can't get to it. That's a good place for it.
Yeah, I think there's people walking on the trails.
What's that?
I think there's people walking on the trails. Heard a voice and then a dog.
Could be. It's probably search and rescue. They think we're lost.
There's some weird van parked out by the entrance, and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, so we were really excited to meet the guy at the Hodag store. The guy at the Hodag store was really excited to take pictures of our van.
Yep.
So, yeah, we exchanged our photo ops, and that was pretty cool. Yeah, so we wanted to talk a little bit about that, too. Hodag.
Yep.
Yeah, so when people, when they first released the videos for the howls and stuff in Rhinelander here, everyone's like, oh, it's the Hodag and stuff, and I'm not sure, you know, for the people that, you know, like, the Hodag is one of those cryptids.
Yep.
You know, it's out there. Anybody that, you know, knows cryptids and weird creatures and stuff has heard of the Hodag in Wisconsin. It's like the Beast of Bray Road. It's like, you know, the badger, all that stuff, you know. And I think we need to clear up some common misconceptions about the Hodag. So, first of all, is the Hodag real? Well, that's a kind of a two-sided question, you know, because technically the Hodag wasn't a real animal, but it did exist. So, are you looking that up?
No, I'm reading an article in the news from some government bullshit they passed today.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I just want to see if I'm getting more money in the mail.
Are we?
Can't tell yet.
All right. Well, anyway, so back to the Hodag. So the basic story is that back in the day, Rhinelander was a booming lumber mill town. And for whatever reason, the lumber industry started to fizzle out, and Rhinelander started losing money. And this lumber guy, I believe his name was Gene Shepard. Does that sound right?
Yeah, I think so. I know Shepard's right.
Shepard's right, yeah. I believe his
So
name
we can
is
just say Mr. Shepard.
Mr. Shepard. Yeah, we'll go with that. So Mr. Shepard went out in the woods and claimed to hear these howls and screams and stuff. And he took a bunch of his lumber buddies out there, and they shot and killed what they called a Hodag. And so they brought it into town. There's a big picture of, you know, these guys with the Hodag and everything. And the only way to get rid of it is they ended up burning it. I can't remember why, but the only way to kill it or something, they had to burn it. So they burnt the original one. And then they were like, oh, well, you know, it's too bad that the Hodag's gone or whatever. And so Shepard went back out and went to hunt another one, and ended up taking a few people out there, and they actually captured a live Hodag. And so he dug this giant pit in his backyard, and he put like bars and stuff over it and everything, and that's where he was keeping this creature. And so the county fair came along that year, and he put up a tent, and he had a whole booth and everything at the county fair, and took the Hodag and put it in the tent, and he charged people, you know, a nickel or whatever to go in and see it. And they'd go in the tent, and this Hodag would be snarling and growling in the back of the tent. So when that was all over with, he took it home and everything. And the Smithsonian, as it does, decided that with all these sideshow attractions and creatures and stuff, if it's real, they wanted to see it. So the Smithsonian went out and contacted Shepard and said, hey, we want to come out and take a look at this. And that's when he admitted that this whole thing was a hoax. And what had happened was he had created this taxidermy puppet by using the skins and furs of other animals and claws and teeth and stuff. And he had his kids actually in the back of the tent operating this puppet. And he would growl and snarl from outside and do the whole show for anybody as they went into the tent. And that's how he perpetrated this whole hoax. And so that's basically where the Hodag came from. And Rhinelander just kind of went, oh, well, we're going to run with it.
Yep, and they have for the past 100 years. And I think it's like, yes, it's a confirmed hoax, but for a community like Rhinelander, you ask anyone here, they're going to tell you it's real.
Yes.
And they tell you it like they honest to God believe it. And I think that's more of their community coming together and having the story that brings in tourism dollars, because Rhinelander is small. You know, there's not much here, but to get people from outside to come in and help the economy of this place, it's great for them. So it's like, you know, is the Hodag a creature or is it the community spirit?
That's a good way to put it. I mean, everything. It's
on everything.
Everything in Rhinelander has a Hodag on it.
Even their police cars.
The police cars, the water treatment sign, the boat dock, the hotels all have a Hodag out front. The Hodag store, the school mascot is the Hodag. I mean, you can't drive down any street in this town without seeing a Hodag. He's on the water tower.
Yep.
I mean, he is everywhere.
But for like a whole community to come together and generations just own this, it's great to see.
Oh, yeah.
So when all these videos did come out of the howls that we're here for, you know, you got a lot of people like, oh, it's the Hodag, which is a mix of people, you know, just doing their thing and a mix of people who didn't know any better. Mm-hmm. You know, because they've never been here, so they don't realize what it actually is. You know, they just know Rhinelander Hodag. So obviously that's where their mind goes to, which, you know, if it's someone who doesn't research this stuff, yeah, I can't blame them.
Oh, yeah. I mean, up until a while ago, I never knew that the Hodag was a hoax. I mean, I never knew that it wasn't, I guess, but
Yep.
I've never really looked into it because, I mean, it's not something that you hear about all the time, so.
No, and this is, you know, 2 hours away from home for us.
Oh, yeah.
Everything like that.
Yeah, so maybe we'll get lucky and see a Hodag tonight. That guys are big, though.
Yeah, from all the material that's out there, they always make them huge.
Yeah, Hodags are supposed to be like 8 foot long, at least.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're like the size of like a VW bug.
Yeah.
I mean, it is not perpetual.
Let's just hope they don't smell like weed like a VW bug.
Yeah, I mean, like all the videos and pictures and stuff of him, and even the original pictures and that, he's a big boy. I mean, he's not a small like badger or something like I always thought he was. Yeah. I mean, the town welcoming center, I think everyone's seen that picture. The giant Hodag that sits outside the welcoming center. I mean, he's a big boy.
Yep.
And that's about how life-size these things are supposed to be. You know. Yep.
That temperature's really dropping too.
I know, yeah. What's it at now?
56 on this. Oh, that's still from Menasha. Rhinelander 56, yeah. Okay.
I think it's just because we're sitting too.
Yeah, the low is 40, so if anything, we're probably going to get chased out by the cold.
Yeah, probably. Once we're up moving, though, it's not so bad. But
no, but when you're just sitting here,
oh yeah.
Yeah, if you're not from an area that's, you know, winter, fall, and all that, cold gets to you fast when it gets really cold.
Oh yeah.
And especially when it was almost 70 during the day, because then that's a 30-degree temperature change and it gets uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was definitely nice in here when we got here.
You know, now we're both wearing 2 layers, everything like that.
Long sleeves, long pants, boots.
Tick spray.
Tick spray. Yep.
So last time I was in here, I ended up having a big tick on my leg, and
Leg.
yeah,
Okay.
he was right about here.
Oh!
Left a nice welt on my leg
A
after I pulled
gentle
him off.
caress of the inner thigh.
Yeah, that's what you want to call it, because it hurt like a bitch getting him off. And then, of course, last night I watched a movie on giant ticks from 1993 that has the actor who played Carlton running around getting attacked by ticks the size of kittens.
Kittens. We had a great conversation on the way up here today. Not
About
the
the
second
bugs
one.
or the-
Yeah, not the second one. The first one. The first one about the giant bugs.
Yep, or like the giant African land snails that are illegal to own, but I'd kill to have one.
Yeah, I didn't know they were in Florida. You said.
Yeah, they're Florida. I've seen pictures of them like climbing up the side of people's houses and stuff, and so it's like they're extremely invasive. So I mean, I get why they're illegal, but they're pretty damn cute.
And for anybody who doesn't know what that is, I mean, these things are like,
Imagine a snail the size of a large kitten.
yeah. I mean, they're the ones you see like people feeding on YouTube and stuff,
Yep.
and those aren't fake. Those are real animals, and they are big.
I'd cuddle one.
You'd cuddle almost anything, though.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You know, Kayla's gonna be sitting at home listening to this and be like, that some bitch lied to me.
But what?
Cuddling anything. This bastard doesn't cuddle me every night.
Yeah, it's too bad Kaylee couldn't have come today.
No, she had to go visit some friends and have ribs.
And you decided to go sit out in the middle of the woods with me.
Yeah, really thinking about them ribs right now.
Yeah, no, to be honest, you did not come to do this. You came to go to that
Yeah, I
store.
came to go to the Hodag store.
You came to go to the Hodag store. We have been up here for like every weekend for over a month, and
No, last time we were just in their parking lot looking through their windows.
yeah, drooling on stuff from the windows, going,
Yeah.
God, I wish we could go in there and shop. And
Yeah, because both of us are retail therapy people, so
Yep.
it's like, oh, having a bad day, time to buy something.
yep, you don't want to see my house. My house has every eclectic collection of anything.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. Yep. I have a lot of Hodag stuff now too, though.
Yeah.
I got the magnet from the first trip up here, and I got the little statue from the gas station from our first trip up. Cause yeah, the first trip we had to make the most of because we didn't know if we were going to be back in here. You know?
Yeah, we didn't know if it was going to be good or bad or what was going to happen.
Yeah. I don't want to get too much into what happened. I mean, but you're definitely going to want to see the episode.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
been very exciting.
yeah, for a lot of reasons. I mean, we've met a lot of really cool people.
We have. You know, like the guys from the apartment complex are
Yep.
outstanding.
Amazing people.
I have nothing bad to say about them at all.
Yeah, the guys that originally shot the original audio and video footage that was online, we met and talked to them, and I mean, you couldn't ask for two better guys.
No.
Three better, four. You know, you got the other guy that wandered by too.
Yep.
Yeah, so
But yeah,
they
just
don't want to
outstanding
be on
people.
our episode, so you might not see them all, but they're really nice people up here. They've been so considerate to us, and
Yep.
you know,
And, you know, I'm very skeptical of people, but to me they come off as truthful. I don't see why they would go through all this trouble to fake something like this or anything like that.
yeah. I think to the scale that we've gotten in here, I don't think this could have been faked.
No.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that are coincidental or, you know, you don't know, but there's enough oddball stuff that we've come across. But you're definitely going to want to watch the episode.
Both of them, because it's probably going to be a 2-part one.
I agree, yes. It is probably going to be the last episode of this season and
The first one of 3.
Yeah, first episode of our next year. So you're looking at November, December to see this episode. And I mean, that sounds like a long way off, but you got to understand we have oh my God, more video, audio, anything than we've ever shot anywhere before.
Yep.
I mean, this is an immense project that we've been working on. We've had almost... I don't want to say that. Huh. It looked like something went from that tree to that tree just there.
The two that are right next to each other?
You can't see it. It'd be behind the two right here for you.
Yeah, the two trees that are right next to each other.
Did you see it?
I kind of thought it did, but I wasn't sure.
Like it was about that big and black?
Yeah. But it could have just been play of the light, too.
Could have been, yeah. But it's interesting that you saw it, too.
And that is one thing to always take into account when you're in the woods, is the light plays tricks on you.
Definitely, yeah.
Especially
from looking down, looking up, looking down, looking up.
I mean, it'll play so many tricks on you. You see stuff that isn't there. You just gotta learn to interpret, and not absolutely everything is anything.
Definitely. We will never show you something and say, this is something. You know what I mean? It's all, we'll show you what we captured and you tell us what the heck it is. I mean,
yeah, for us, if we can't absolutely physically have something in our hands, it's not absolute proof, if you ask me.
Huh.
Don't like how those sirens cut out.
I don't either, yeah. That's like right behind us somewhere.
Oh, we got that highway right behind us, too. It's probably just some jack wagon swerving all over the road.
I'm not seeing anything on thermal out there either.
Yeah, it's like even when you move your head, because those trees are so close, I think part of what happens is you just block the light a little bit and it plays tricks on your eyes. Because if I move back and forth, I kind of get that same effect. Oh, that's me hitting that stick.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we're never gonna tell you, oh my God, we saw something, because yeah, we'll just show you what we found and you can decide. But
Yeah, it's like, here's what we have. What do you think?
mm-hmm. And tell us. I mean, there's no such thing as an expert. So if we see something, hear something, we might not know everything. But hey, it's starting to get dark in here and getting kind of creepy. So I think we're going to wrap this episode up and just kind of sit quietly and listen for a while. What do you think, Ethan?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right. So we really appreciate you guys listening. And until next time, this is Cryptids, Anomalies, and the Paranormal Society. I'm Barnaby.
I'm Ethan.
And we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye. Thanks for listening to this week's podcast. To find out more about Cryptids, Anomalies, and the Paranormal Society, visit our website at wisconsincaps.com. That's wisconsincaps.com. There you can find links to our YouTube and Facebook pages. You can also submit your sightings and encounters. And don't forget to check out our online store for t-shirts, DVDs, and more. If you have had an encounter with something unexplained in or around Wisconsin, we would love to hear about it. You can send us an email at wisconsincaps@gmail.com, or to submit an anonymous report, visit our website and click Report Your Encounter on the main page.